Welcome to Echoes of Time, where forgotten stories breathe again. You wake up on a warm summer morning in 1590, the sea calm, the wind gentle, and a small English ship approaches Roanoke Island. But as the sailors step ashore, they find silence. No smoke, no people, just a single word carved into wood. Croatoan.
It must have felt like stepping into a ghost story. The colony that once bustled with life had vanished. Not a single body, not a single trace of struggle. The settlers were simply gone.
This was supposed to be the first English settlement in the New World, led by John White in 1577. More than 100 men, women, and children, dreamers sent to carve out a future for England. They arrived hopeful, carrying tools, seeds, and faith, but reality was harsher than any of them imagined. Crops failed, supplies dwindled, and tensions with local tribes grew. Within weeks, John White knew they wouldn't survive without help. He sailed back to England, promising to return soon.
But war with Spain erupted. The Armada consumed England's ships, and White was stranded for 3 long years. Imagine his dread, knowing his daughter Eleanor Dare and his newborn granddaughter Virginia were waiting in a world full of danger.
When he finally returned, there was only emptiness. The fort weathered, the homes dismantled, and that haunting word, Croatoan, carved deep into a post.
He tried to reach Croatoan, but storms drove his ship away. The sea swallowed his chance at answers, and he never saw his family again.
Centuries later, theories multiplied. Some say the settlers joined friendly tribes, became part of them. Others tell of gray-eyed children who spoke fragments of English.
Others claim a darker fate: starvation, attacks, or even mutiny. Desperation can turn people into ghosts long before they die.
Archaeologists have found pottery, tools, traces buried in native villages. Proof, perhaps, that Roanoke wasn't failure, but transformation.
Yet there's something haunting in how quietly it ended. No battle, no collapse, but disappearance.
Some point to drought, one of the worst in centuries. Maybe the colony simply moved south in search of food.
But why no message home? Why no record? It's as if the colony was erased from both land and memory.
Roanoke became legend, a symbol of hope swallowed by mystery. Every generation since has tried to solve it.
Because it feels unfinished. It's not just about disappearance. It's about the fragility of beginnings.
John White's final diary speaks volumes. He writes of standing by the shore, calling his daughter's name, knowing she'd never answer.
But maybe, somewhere in that wilderness, life continued. Maybe Virginia Dare grew up among new people with a new name.
Roanoke is not a mystery to be solved. It's a mirror, a reflection of what it means to explore, to lose, to vanish.
Every gust of wind over Hatteras still carries that question. What happened to the Roanoke colony?
Maybe the truth isn't lost, just waiting beneath sand and silence.
Until we listen, that carved word will echo across time. A message from those who dared to begin where no one had before. Croatoan.